everyone, I'm the Peculiar Pisces and welcome to my channel. Today is February 3rd, 2025 and this is Flosstube video number 36. I am back with Dresden, my oldest cat, is rubbing himself up against my frame and I could just see it moving and I was like, what is going on? Sorry about that. Today is my January update. Like, this is where I ended for the month of January, and then I will start with my new projects that I started for February. So I started 4 new projects in January, and then I started 3 new projects in February, so that gives me 7 new projects for the new year. So I won't, there was no stitchy mail this week. The only thing that I purchased was floss for project number 3. So, you know, that I don't feel like I need to show the floss, it's just floss. So for January, project number 1 was the Bella Filipina, the Daughters of Estuary, and this is where I ended for January. So I didn't fully finish filling it in, but I did get most of that filled in, which was my goal that I set for myself the last video. So I did get, you know, most of it filled in. Next time I pick it up in, I think, May, I'm hoping to get the rest of her finished, get her head finished. Not the rest of her, but get her head finished and her hand. I haven't touched her hand yet because it starts going into like a bunch of confetti and beads and Krynics and stuff. So I was waiting on that until I get more of her finished. I might have to put this on my Q-snap to get all of her in to finish the beading and stuff and then move over to the second mermaid. So I'm hoping I will get this one, her head, the beading, and probably the back stitching on the top half of her in May. That's my goal. So then project number 2 was the Dutch Beauty Sampler. And this is where I ended it for the month. I did not get the page fully finished. I did finish the bottom parts of this tree. And then I started, there's like something underneath this person. So I started doing that, but I didn't get to finish it. So this will get picked back up again next month. So this has a much shorter rotation than anything else because I only have 2 projects that I'm rotating for project number 2. Okay. And then project number 3 was the Tilton Crafts Winter in the Shire. And I got, oh, you can't even see it. I don't think. I got to here. This is like a fun tree in this area. Let me put something dark behind it, see if that helps. No, I think it's just the lighting in this room. I'm trying a different location. There's different lighting coming in, and for the most part, I think everything mostly looks okay. You just can't see my 3865 on white fabric. And the mental gymnastics that I have to do for stitching on white fabric for this one, because I hate stitching on white fabric. I hate it. I do. So the mental gymnastics are the grid lines. It's not a white fabric. Those grid lines make it a pattern, so I'm stitching on a patterned fabric. So then project number 4 was the Candamar Designs, the Silent Journey picture. And this is where I got for the month. Now, this one, I'm pretty sure that I started stitching this the wrong way. I think it was supposed to go this way. Because who pays attention to stuff like that once it's on a Q-snap? Not I. So anyway, I'm just sort of working up and like over, and I'm trying to get to the top, and I'm hoping that I have maybe an inch at the top for when I'm done with this. I'm not sure how I want to finish this when it's finished, but that's my progress. So this will be picked back up in May. The Bella Filipina will be picked back up in May. The Winter in the Shire will be picked back up in May. And then the Dutch Beauty will be picked back up in March. Okay, so now for the new starts. The new starts, yay! Oh, actually, no, I still have some information to give you. Haha. So the Bella Filipina, I ended, so for the week of 1/27 through 2/2, I worked on it on the 27th, the 29th, and the 30th, and those days I got 6 hours, 11 minutes, and 13 seconds, and it brought my total project time to 46 hours, 6 minutes, and 56 seconds. And then the sampler, I worked on it the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th, and I got 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 23 seconds into it. So it brought my total project time to 13 hours, 19 minutes, and 58 seconds. And because I did import this in a pattern keeper, I don't know my total because it's looking at it like a full coverage piece, but my my stitch count for the month is 2,243 stitches on it. Then my Winter in the Shire, I worked on it the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th. I did make a concerted effort to work on it all of those days. I got in 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 44 seconds, and it brought my total project time to 15 hours, 47 minutes, and 54 seconds. And my stitch count that I ended January with was 3,427 out of 122,500, and I am at 2.80%. Okay, and then the whale piece. There we go. I worked on it the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th, and I got 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 52 seconds in, and that brought my total project time to 14 hours, 49 minutes, and 26 seconds. Okay, now for the new ones. Okay, so project number 1 is Favorite Designer, and I have moved on to Mirabilia's August Peridot Fairy. I was born in February, but the February fairy didn't call to me, but this one called to me. I don't know if it was the beautiful like monarch butterfly wings that she has, or if it's that dark dress. But here is my start. I feel very happy with this start. This was 2 nights of working. I worked on it on the 1st and the 2nd. And when I first started working on it based on the pattern, I thought I was starting in the dress down here. So I was like, why are these teals in it? I thought her dress was dark. And then I looked at the pattern. I was like, oh, it started me in the butterfly wing. Okay, okay. So I don't know. Can you see those colors? It's beautiful. This is more of a teal turquoise kind of color, not, I think this looks like it's showing up green. So this was, the fabric is Wild Bouquet by BestitchMe, and it is an Opal Lugana. The Lugana is like butter soft, but I can't say I'm in love with the spacing on the 28 count. But I'm making it work. I'll have to try other, you know, other ones, fabrics, to see if I like the spacing better. But so this one I got to work on it, like I said, the first and the second. So between the 2 days, I got to put in 5 hours, 26 minutes, and 37 seconds. Okay, and then project 2, I did not touch this one, but this is being brought back. This is, okay, hold on, which way? This way's up. Okay, this is Pentecost by Practical Blackwork. So this is where I am starting this one. This is where I ended it in December. This is what you saw the last time you saw it. So I decided to go ahead and put it in the frame upside down again because I could get closer to the edges this way and still feel secure that I could keep it tight. So yeah, so this is, I'm picking this one back up. This one, I started this January 9th, 2024. And so far I've put 85 hours, 3 minutes, and 41 seconds into it. The hope is that this one is a fair piece, so I really hope that I get this one done before, I think the fair is in June. I still haven't looked at the dates yet because why would I? And then piece number 3 is Nene Thomas, Waterfalls of Jade. This one I got directly off Nene Thomas's website. She started converting her patterns herself, I guess, as opposed to having like how Heaven and Earth Designs does it. Like they get the licensing and then convert it into a cross stitch. Nene Thomas started she started doing it her own. So she just sells it directly off her website. I'm sure there are other places that sell them too. But I got it directly off of Nene Thomas's website. This one is in Pattern Keeper. And I have a start. It's not much of a start. It's like 121 stitches. How well can you see it? This is the fabric that I hand dyed in my second Come Dye With Me video. For the most part, it is a flat color. There is a slight bit of modeling that you probably can't see in the camera, but like in through the middle. It's just very slight. Overall, I am pleased with how it turned out. This is the like exact shade that I was going for. My start is up in this top corner. And as I said, this is 122 stitches, I think. I wrote it down. I'll tell you in a minute. This is a 22 count Hardinger. Like I said, I dyed it myself. There we go. This one. Oh no. I didn't start writing it down yet. So, give me just a moment and I'll find that information out on my phone. I knew I was forgetting something this morning. Okay, I put in 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 46 seconds. That's not including me stitching it to the frame. And I didn't floss drop everything. Some of the floss was left over from my Teresa Lensler. And then some of the floss I have floss dropped because I needed it. Yeah, I'm 121 stitches in out of 244,860. I am 0.5% complete. And that's how much I've done. That's 121 stitches right there in that top corner. So I am trying to use Stitchy Mommy's typewriter method. So I started it in the top left corner, and I am trying to stitch the thread, that symbol, that thread, to its end, like just stitch out that thread length. However, I am in confetti hell right now. It is so many symbols. So I'm doing the typewriter in like a modified parking. I've sort of parked it in the spot that made the most sense to get to. And then when I fill in a little bit more, I will decide if I need to cut that string to jump to another area, or if it makes sense to just jump it. So it's sort of like a modified parking. It's not as intensive parking as what I was doing with the Fay Risque last year. And I am trying to sort of stick to the typewriter method. I'm looking at that 10 by 10 square and trying to work the symbols out and work them where they go. And then I'll jump to the next 10 by 10 square and then do the same thing, work those symbols out where they go. And I need to get out of this corner and into some bigger, because it's wild. It's all kinds of colors in there. There's like a cherry blossom tree, so there's browns and greens, and then there's like silvers and whites from the waterfall. And I haven't even gotten to the pink color yet. I think that might be the color that I'm missing, though. Friday on the 31st, my kids were off, and we went to the craft store, and we started at Michael's, and I bought all of the threads that I needed except for like the last 6 or 8 of them, something like that. So then we went over to Joann Fabrics, and I was able to get all but the last 2. So now I need to go to Hobby Lobby and see if I can get those last 2 colors. And if not, I'll have to wait until our next paycheck and then put in an order with 1-2-3 Stitch to get those last couple of colors, the pattern for my chatelaine that I'm going to start in March. I'm not going to be getting the silks. That's out of my price range right now. So I'm going to do the DMC conversion for the chatelaine. Eventually, I'll do a chatelaine with the silks, but that's just what it is. So that was project number 3. And project number 4 that I am starting is Indian Peacock by Dimensions, the kit. I am using the kit fabric. I am using the kit floss. So far, I only worked on it for like an hour-ish. So far the floss holder is holding up for me, but I might have to switch it to something more durable or to make my own floss drops and put it on my floss drops. I'm not sure yet. But this is the pattern. I am starting it. And this is where I am. This was my little start. So, like I said, I did work on this 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 27 seconds. And I have no idea how many stitches I've got in because it's not in Pattern Keeper. But this is the one that I will work on when I'm waiting for my kids to get out of school. So this is the one that will be in my car. So, well, I mean, the whale piece, I did get a fair bit done in the month. I work on it while I'm waiting for the kids to get out of school, while I'm sitting in the kiss and drop lane. I work on it during gymnastics. And when I have like doctor's appointments or things that I'm sitting around in a waiting room and, I need to be quiet and focus. So this is the project. The project that's in my car is the one that gets worked on. So there I am. There I am. So those are my 4 new projects and where I ended for January 2025. So I will be working on these for the next month. And yeah, towards the end of February, I will introduce March's pieces. Hopefully I will have all the stuff purchased by then. And it's not like so last minute like it kind of is, I feel like it was for February. But that's it. That's my stitchy update. Hopefully I will be able to find those 2 floss colors that I need at Hobby Lobby. If not, it's just gonna have to wait. And like I said, I think that pink color that I need, it looks like it's in a lot of it's in several symbols in that corner instead of just like 1 or 2, like a lot of those green stitches and the brown stitches are. Anyway, that's it. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I did try a new location change today. It's part of my library. It's just sort of the different angle. You've seen it before from that angle where I've sat in front of the window at my couch and done it. So this time, I'm the opposite way. Like those are the stairs going upstairs. These are the stairs going down to the basement. I was watching a new to me Flosstuber, and as they were speaking, he mentioned that he likes watching Flosstubers where you can see stuff that they've stitched in the background. And right now, everything that I have is on the wall heading down to my craft room. But these are the 3 pieces that I have framed. My fair piece that I won first place and best of show. I'm so excited about. I'm still happy about that win. But it's there. And then I have my lighthouse and my, what is that? Sunflowers and I don't know, is it a pot or a sombrero or something? I'm not quite sure what it is. So those are my 3 cross stitch pieces that are actually framed. And so you can see them while I did my update today. I'm just not sure if the lighting was right. Maybe if I do it more mid-afternoon when the sun is on the other side of the house that's next to me, it might be a little better. I don't know. I'll see. We'll see. But yeah, everyone have a great week, and I will see everyone next week for my stitchy updates on these 4 new projects that I've started for February.